Alright, today we're down at the shop and it's kind of a decent day. It's been wet and we had some snow, had some rain, and today's really the first day I've been able to get out and actually do anything. I noticed this a while back. The old Massey here lost an eye. This is broke. You can see this is something wrong here. I'm assuming I hit it with some brush or some trees or something pushing around during the year. And we're going to try to take care of it today. Anyway, stay tuned and we'll get to it. Alright, so here's our problem. You can notice, I'll kind of back up and let the camera focus here. You notice that something's not quite right there. And I have no idea when I actually did this. I'm assuming something hit that light and broke the mount behind it. But we'll pull the hood off here and see if we can determine what's happened to it. Just looking up in there, I think I already see kind of, well, this is going to come out on camera. As you can see, there's a screw, there's a mount. It looks like the mount actually has a split in it, and it's no longer attached to the screw. There's probably a spring or two in there involved. May have to take off that whole assembly. I'm going to grab some wrenches, and we'll probably start by taking this cover plate off. That'll let me be able to see this a little bit better. If I can get it off, and hopefully that'll let me be able to get in there and get that tab. There's a little tab, I don't know how well that's going to come through on camera, but there's a little tab there that is no longer attached where it's supposed to be. Got a nice new wrench set here for Christmas. So this is what we got. This screw here is pretty hard to get up into. It's behind this piece of insulation here. You got to kind of push that out of the way, get to that screw. Okay, so it appears the easiest way to get this off is to actually take, there's some more 10mm bolts here that hold the bracket. I'm going to try to remove that and try to get the whole assembly out. That way I can get to it a little bit easier. Okay, so now the light's free. You can kind of see there what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and pull these bulbs out. I'm going to need a tool to pull those. So it's got a little clip that you squeeze. Okay, so we've got it squeezed out there, and looks like a simple problem to fix. Looks like this is split here. Looks like it's actually split here as well. But I think if I'm real easy with this, unscrew this out. I don't see any springs. It looks like this dismounts. Maybe that'll give you a little bit better idea there. But what I want to do is basically just take the screw out, bolt it back down. And I may put a little bit of JB weld there just to get that back together. I'm going to loosen this other side here just to make it a little easier to adjust. Okay, it looks like that's going to hold just fine. Yeah, I think that'll be just fine, even though it's busted a little bit. Okay, so there's eye replacement. We'll snap everything back together. One thing I'll note is this is kind of weird and hard to get to, but this bolt is captured, but it's not. It won't actually stop this from turning, so be real careful when you're putting this back together, and make sure that you if you hold your finger here, that should screw back together fine, but you will have to hold it. That doesn't quite capture that bolt. As you can see, it still spins. And I'm just going to lightly tighten this so I can make adjustments from the front side. And that looks close enough there. We're just going to turn the tractor on, make sure I have those hooked back right. They look like either one would fit. Okay, I don't know that it really matters, to be honest, because both of the lights come on. Make sure they still function. Okay, they both work. Now all we got to do is put this back in. That lower bolt down in the center here, it's going to be a doozy to get in there. It's really hard to reach down in there. And basically that's all the amount of room that you have to put your fingers to get the bolt started. That was easier to get on than to get off, which is pretty unusual. And now that I've got those started, I'm going to tighten that lower one down first. Since it's the most difficult, okay, everything's back together, nice, short, and sweet. Let me get all the tools put up and I'll close this down and we'll see what the end result is. Okay, everything's nice and flush, looks really good. It's kind of weird, a lot of times you cut on the light and this one will kind of be pointed down at the ground and wasn't doing much good, but I'm glad to get this fixed today. Luckily the weather improved a little bit to where I can get it done. We'll just do one last check to make sure these lights turn on. Okay, now we got lights going out where they're supposed to go now. So just one thing that I'll mention, I haven't done this in a while. The older tractor I had, it actually had a bumper cover that went all the way up around the lights. You really didn't see that issue. You still could get a stick really easily, but on this GC series, you know, this stops here. So if you're pushing something with a bucket and you're not paying attention, it comes over the bucket. It can get up here and poke into anything. Luckily, it didn't do any damage. If it would hit the screen or something, it would have probably damaged it. But luckily, it just kind of poked out that light. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. And Happy New Year.